Chapter 3: The Use of Theory. Welcome to this educational video based on research design, qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods approaches by John W. Creswell and J. David Creswell by Sage Publications. In this chapter, we'll explore how theory shapes and strengthens research across all methodologies, quantitative, qualitative, and mixed methods. Learning objectives. By the end of this video, you'll be able to identify the 7 steps to locating and using theory in a research proposal. Explain how theory is used differently in deductive versus inductive approaches. Understand variables and causal models in quantitative research. Distinguish between theoretical lenses and theory building in qualitative research. Recognize how discipline-based and social justice theories guide mixed method studies. Introduction. Theory is not optional in research, it's foundational. In quantitative research, theory is often tested through hypotheses. In qualitative research, theory may be used as a lens or generated from the data. In mixed methods, theory may inform one or both phases and guide integration. Let's explore these uses in detail. The varied use of theory. Theory can take many forms in research. It may predict outcomes, guide deductive or inductive reasoning, provide conceptual models or diagrams, generalize findings, inspire action for social change. Theories may be labeled as a theoretical rationale, framework, or orientation. Regardless of the name, they serve to connect your study to a broader context. 7 steps for locating and using theory. First is identify a topic. Second is read literature to find relevant theories. Third is examine how theories were applied. Fourth is choose a theory that fits your study. Fifth is place the theory in your proposal. Sixth is connect theory to your research questions or hypotheses. Seventh is return to theory during interpretation. Theory in quantitative research. Definition of theory. Kurlinger, 1909, defines theory as a set of interrelated constructs, variables, definitions, and propositions that presents a systematic view of phenomena by specifying relationships among variables with the purpose of explaining natural phenomena. Theory in quantitative research helps to predict outcomes, specify variables, guide hypothesis formation and testing. It's often presented as a theoretical framework or rationale. Variables in quantitative research. Variables are characteristics that can vary among participants or conditions. Types include independent variables, manipulated or cause-based, dependent variables, observed outcomes, predictor and outcome variables in non-experimental designs. Mediating variables explain how or why effects occur. Moderating variables affect the strength of a relationship. Confounding variables, external influences that must be controlled measurement scales. Categorical, nominal, and ordinal. Continuous, interval and ratio testing causal claims. Causal claims require temporal order, cause precedes effect. Control of other variables. Use of true experiments to support causality. Stating theories in quantitative research. Theories may be expressed as interconnected hypotheses, if-then statements, causal diagrams or models. Arrows show relationships, boxes for variables. Valence plus or minus indicates direction of effect. Refer to textbook figures 3.1 and 3.2 and 3.3, placement of theory. In quantitative research, theory is used deductively and appears early in the proposal. It forms the backbone of the research design. Refer to figure 3.4, deductive model writing a theory section. Steps. First is name the theory. Second is summarize its core components. Third is explain its relevance to your variables. Fourth is show how it supports your hypotheses or research questions. Example 3.1 illustrates this in a study on political participation. Theory in qualitative research. Variation in theory use. Qualitative researchers use theory in 3 main ways. First is as a broad theoretical explanation guiding the study, for example, cultural theories in ethnography. Second is as a theoretical lens, often rooted in social justice, such as critical theory, feminism, or racialized perspectives. Third is as an emergent product, a theory generated from data, as in grounded theory. Some qualitative designs like phenomenology may use no explicit theory at all. Refer to figure 3.5, inductive logic of research, locating theory in qualitative research. Theory may appear early in studies using cultural or critical lenses. Example 3.2, or it may appear at the end as the outcome of the study. Example 3.3, Theory in Mixed Methods Research, Types of Theory Use. First is discipline-based theory, drawn from fields like psychology, education, or public health. Example, self-control theory in chronic pain management. Second is social justice theory, drawn from feminist theory, critical race theory, or disability studies. Example, emancipatory feminist lens in a social capital study. How theory informs mixed methods. Theory can influence study aims, sampling and recruitment, instruments and data collection, coding and analysis, typologies and frameworks. Refer to example 3.4 and figure 3.6, four levels of research development, theory versus worldview. Don't confuse theory with worldview. Worldview is your general orientation, for example, constructivist, pragmatic. Theory is the specific model used to explain relationships or processes in your study. You can have a constructivist worldview and still choose different theories depending on your research focus. To wrap up, theory is essential in designing, conducting, and interpreting research. In quantitative studies, theory predicts and explains variables. In qualitative studies, theory guides or emerges. In mixed methods, theory can frame the full design or shape integration. Applying theory improves clarity, focus, and scholarly relevance. This concludes Chapter 3, The Use of Theory. The content is based on research design, qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods approaches by Creswell and Creswell, published by Sage. In the next chapter, we'll explore writing strategies and ethical considerations in research. Thanks for watching, and remember, theory isn't just background, it's your research compass.